And this is another thing of importance in reference to this government man, or this man who claims he's Hollywood security or something, and he tried to steal the studios, and he tried to murder me. He was conspiring with females that was possibly holding on to monies from my mother. And these females had signed contracts to be in a relationship with me for the media purposes. You know, it was like a media relationship. I'm not sure if they hired this man, but it seems like it was, murder for hire or something, that this man claimed he was working for these females that was holding on to millions of dollars from my mother, Doris Duke. Well, any person that's been working with that man that's tried to murder me goes to prison. And they've also said, or somebody's tried to communicate, that this government man was trying to murder me because he was trying to get these government people out of their crimes of where they had violated my life. These government people. That this government man was their go-to man. And he's like this hit man that tries to murder people in America that the government agents had violated. And then they pay him some certain lower amount of money than the lawsuits that I have against the government. And what my parents had against government violations. Now, see, that's a crime in reference to politicians hiring hitmen to murder off people that politicians or government people violated their rights. That's treason. So, if there was like a politician that violated my rights, or government agents that violated my rights, and then they hired one of their government agents to try to murder me because they were trying to cover up what they had tried to do to me, or what they had done to me, or what they had stolen from me, or they were trying to steal my mother and father's estates and revenues and copyrights and inventions and history of Hollywood. That's treason. But there's supposedly some guy, and he's one of the satellite controllers too, that claimed he was their hitman or something, and they were trying to murder me, and he was trying to get paid by the government to cover up the crimes of these satellite controllers and these people that's tried to murder me before. If anybody has any evidence, withholding that evidence of who that man is treason. And people hiding the evidence, covering up the evidence against this man that's tried to murder me, those people can go to prison. My parents owned a lot of land in America. So did my grandparents. And in reference to this government man, and in reference to females, I'm not sure which females are tied in with this government man that claims he's the Hollywood security, but he don't seem to know the royal protocol in the media. Or he claims he don't know who my biological parents are, and he's tried to murder me. Royal protocol's in the media. Has that man ever been on television? Royal protocol's on television 24 hours a day. It tells you don't ever try to conspire against me. Don't ever try to steal the studios. Don't ever try to claim you thought you were going to buy me out. Not selling, not never. I'm the owner of my mother and father's TV stations, radio stations, production companies, cable networks, businesses, land, properties, forever. I'm the owner of everything of my mother and father's estates and grandparents' estates. Forever. It's not transferable to nobody. And in reference to any court judge conspiring against me, that court judge has to be put on trial. In reference to people slandering my character during a hostage situation, or the satellite controllers beating me up with satellites and burning my teeth and face, thinking it was funny, you're violating beauty protection laws. It says, don't touch me, government man. And that's what it means. You have to get impeached from your government position, whatever it is. And somebody'd say there's probably some governors and mayors that want to know who some of you people are, because Obviously, you're hiding your identity. And the people have a right to know in America which people have tried to steal my mother and father's estates. The Royal Protocol can never be changed. It's a documentation of my identity. It's a birth certificate of my identity and who my biological parents are. Doesn't matter what a court judge says. Doesn't matter what anybody says. It can never be changed. It's there forever. In reference to this government man holding me hostage, stealing monies that I was supposed to have received, stealing postal mail, stealing gifts, it's attempted murder. There's so many things to say about this situation, and yet, I haven't received anything. And obviously that man that's working for the government has tried to call my parents criminals, has tried to call me a bad person. And that man needs to show up in court and provide all his information. Everything he wants to say in court and on video. Say it, man. Royal Protocol is my identity in the media 24 hours a day. And every court in this country should have had court cases about this situation, about this terrorist trying to steal my mother and father's media companies, with which I'm the owner of. Lots of things in the future to mention, too.